Yuko mtu mwanasiasa anakuja kupigwa na kufa, na itakuja kushtua nchi ya Kenya kwa kiwango cha ajabu.
And I heard the voice of the Lord saying, this is not the angel of death, but the angel of death is already in the country of Kenya. And I heard it will cause the flag to go halfway.
He's saying those who are intercessors, they must pray for their government, because it will go through phases of shakings, 3 phases of very serious shakings in this season.
Are Pastor Ezekiel, Pastor Ndlove, and Pastor Prophet Uebert talking the same thing, the same message from God. Now, we remember that Pastor Ezekiel prophesied about one man, prominent man in Kenya, dying. And now we have seen Prophet Uebert saying that the angel of death is now in Kenya. And this one man, prominent man in government, will going to die. Now, this is after Prophet Ndlove prophesying that apart from floods which are in Kenya, there are 2-3 other things that will happen in Kenya that will shake Kenya. It is the same message God trying to send to Kenya.
Yuko mtu mwanasiasa anakuja kupigwa na kufa, na itakuja kushtua nchi ya Kenya kwa kiwango cha ajabu. Lakini sasa siwezi nikamwambia. Mara ngapi? And when God brings, si umeona ile yangu ya uinjilisti imekuja mara ngapi? 3. It means it is true, it is coming. Ukiona mara 2, confirm. Know how to deal with it. It is coming. Yusufu, Farao aliletewa mara ngapi? Yusufu akamwambia it is confirmed. Zile ngano vichwa 7 ni hiyo. Zile zimekonda ni hiyo. Ng'ombe 7 ni hiyo. Zile zimekonda ni hiyo. It means it is coming. You need wisdom to talk, to counter attack it. So drought inakuja anyway, wewe tafuta vile ambavyo utaondoa njaa, lakini inakuja. So hicho kifo kinakuja kwa huyo, ni itafutwe njia itakavyoondoka, lakini inakuja. But you know, Kenya, prophets wanatukanwa. So that is the only way I can put it. Nimekaa nayo miezi mingapi sasa? But it is confirmed. Itakuja kuwashtua na kuwaacha gizani. Utaangalia hivi, utasema hata fulani pia amekufa. Wachana hizi za juzi. No. Kuna sehemu nikiwaambia vile ilivyowekwa utajua ni nani, na huko ndio sitaki kwenda. Nasema hata fulani.
He's saying those who are intercessors, they must pray for their government, because it will go through phases of shakings, 3 phases of very serious shakings in this season, so that I can remind them the mandate that I gave them in 2022, because some of them, they appear to have forgotten how I gave them the mandate. He's saying I will shake them, so that that which must fall away will fall away, and that which must remain will remain even in this season, says the Spirit of the living God.
And I heard the voice of the Lord saying, this is not the angel of death, but the angel of death is already in the country of Kenya. And I heard it will cause the flag to go halfway. The first thing I saw is a country of Kenya. And it is something that really troubled my spirit. Because in the vision, I began to see like it was an angel of the Lord. And the angel was really, he planted his feet on top of a mountain, facing Nairobi. And in his hands, he was clasping the flag of the nation of Kenya. And as I saw the flag of Kenya, it was as though he was folding it the way they would do it in America, where you fold a flag and give it to the deceased relatives.
Wow.
Where you want to give somebody who has lost a relative, and you are burying the person, and after burying the person, they take a flag and put it. He did not show me that, but in the vision, I could feel that's what is happening. Then from there, I saw him move with God's speed, and I saw him stand in the center of Nairobi. That's Kenya I'm talking about right now. And a pole appeared. You know that flag? I don't know what you call it. And he began to hoist the flag. And when he got to the top, it's like a sound, like a big thud, happened. And everyone in the surrounding area began to look towards that center. And they looked up, and he began to lower the flag down. So the flag became half-mast. This is Kenya I'm talking about. And I heard the voice of the Lord saying, this is not the angel of death, but the angel of death is already in the country of Kenya. And I heard it will cause the flag to go halfway. So I'm not talking about I'm talking about Kenya now. So whenever the flag is going halfway, it might mean a government official. It might mean somebody of great importance not that people are not important. I'm talking about politically here. Or somebody that they revere, or a former this, or whatever. I'm just giving you whatever it is, but I know. Why am I giving you in this way? Because of what I'm about to tell you. So God said, begin to pray. For I've given you many days and weeks to pray against it. And when you say weeks, it might be 14 days. All right? That's weeks. You've already gone to 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, then you go, maybe you might go to 2 years after that. I don't know. But when you say 2, when you say many weeks, 2 is many weeks. All right. Then he says, I've given you days and weeks. So if we manage to push the weeks, the days, it will get to a week. Then we are able to push the second week. Now we've gotten to weeks. So in that period of 2 weeks, we have the power to shift. Because the idea here is not to say, let God do it. It's all right. No. He says, I've given you a time, but I want to tell you something. I don't want to make you lose your faith. Most times, when I come here to say these things, it might mean it's very difficult to change them. I don't know if they're getting this.
Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it.
But since there is an instruction from God, we just do it anyway. We are going to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to pray against the death angel.
Yes, sir.
But from there, I began to look back to where the angel was standing prior to coming in the center of Nairobi. And I begin to see, as it were, a portal, a red portal, like a portal it opened. But beneath it, like a whirlwind. I did not see any angel and anything there. And the Lord said, there is a death angel. And he said, he's just waiting for instruction to trigger, as it were, a switch. Is it many? Is it one? We are praying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And remember, when I give you this, when I come back again, it is refined every moment. I come back. If God has given me something new to add to it, I add it. But I want you to pray for Kenya. Pray for politicians there. Pray for the head of state, Ruto. Pray for his wife. Pray for his cabinet. Pray for the opposition. Pray for everyone. Pray for ministers. Pray again for the nation of Kenya. Every person in Kenya is important. Pray for them.
Yes, sir.
Because These that I've mentioned cannot be politicians and cannot be president and first lady of a country unless there is a nation and there are people in the nation to rule over. So this is what I saw. An angel of death in the city. Not just in the city, in the whole country, but in the vision, I saw the location. So I'm just mentioning the location for you. Sometimes in visions, you just mention where you saw the angel. It might mean something when it happens. Did I say if? But now, it might mean something if it happens. When it happens, might mean something. But as I'm seeing the whole thing, it was an issue of Kenya. I don't even know whether we have people that are coming from Kenya.
We must ask ourselves, what have we done? Because these three prophets, they are being used by God to pass a message in Kenya. And maybe we Kenyans, we are not getting what is happening. Maybe we are just guessing things. We had floods. And according to Prophet Ndlove, he is saying that these floods, they are just starting what will happen. We have other things which will happen that will shake Kenya. And now we see these are two other pastors, prophets, saying that we have a prominent man in government who will die and it will shock Kenya. Then Prophet Uebert he is saying that the angel of death is now in Kenya. So meaning that this is something which will happen in a short time. So what have we done, we as Kenyans? We must think. We must come to one conversation and we ask ourselves, what have we done? Because these things which are happening, when we find prophets prophesying like that, it means there's something we have done which is contrary to what God needs Kenya to do. Now, as a GCN News, we are here to make you informed when we have such news because we need you to get to prayers. And that's where we are passing this information to you to ensure that you pass it to other people and also you pray because there's something which is happening. Now, when there's an angel of death, it means that they can be kind of death that maybe can kill many people, or maybe prominent people in Kenya, or maybe can shake Kenya when they die. We must pray. We must make sure we wake up as a Kenyans, as a Christians, and start praying. Let's stop all things which are happening in Kenya, like when you find a pastor is fighting with another pastor, we should stop that, and we start praying for a government, for this government, because now we have come from floods. Actually, we have come from drought, floods, and now, according to Prophet Ndlove, we have three other things that will happen. We must pray. This is Stephen, GC News.